welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving my list of top NECA figures of the year. Now this list, originally I wanted to be only like 5 figures, but it was like kind of a lot of figures that NECA had released this year, so I just decided to push it to 10, Now I must admit, this is my first time ever doing something like this, so my list I felt like was kind of like rushed, There are figures that I wanted to put on here, and then there's like some that I didn't even get. Like there's like figures that NECA had released that they're awesome, that they're cool, but I never did get them, because I didn't actually see the movie. So like the Trick or Treat Sam figure, I hadn't seen the Trick or Treat movie, but I've recently seen it, I'm sure that figure right there would have been on my list, like the Sam figure. Then you have like the Crooked Man, from like the Conjuring universe, like the Conjuring 2. Then you also had there was other figures, like more Predator figures, like it was like more like Alien, like Ripley figures and so on. And then there's like honorable mentions too that I would mention too as well. So this list is like, now the top of the list, probably the top 5 are, those probably are definitely the ones that are my favorite of the year that I actually have gotten myself. These are going by the figures that I have gotten that were released like last year, like in 2019. But anyway, here's my list of my top NECA figures of 2019. And I start with 10. Now number 10 on my list is the NECA Ultimate Gamer Gremlin figure. Now I was surprised that this figure actually had made my list, because I'm not too big on the gremlins, but they are cool, but the actual accessories that the gremlin had was just awesome. That's why I decided to put it on my list, and it's like number 10. Because like the accessories that comes with the Gamer Gremlin is just amazing. Like he has like the bucket of popcorn, like the soda too as well, even other things too as well. But those 2 items right there, like those 2 accessories, like the extra soda and the popcorn itself, I thought was just so awesome. You can actually take those and combine them for like other figures. So I think this is based on the accessories alone, that the Ultimate Gamer Gremlin was one of my top figures from NECA this year. So this is number 10 on my top figures of from NECA list of 2019. Now number 9 on my list is the NECA Godzilla, and this is based on the King Kong versus Godzilla movie, which I still have never seen, Now they also are calling this the 1962 Godzilla figure too as well, but NECA doesn't call it Ultimate, but I just decided to actually include it on my list, So this is like one of my top figures of 2019, I think this is an awesome Godzilla figure, And I do plan on actually getting more Godzilla figures, but I thought this one was just so cool. And I really chose to go with this one because it had like the atomic blast, like his breath, So that's why I really had chose to go with this particular figure, but it is amazing, like detail is awesome, But there are other Godzilla figures I got my eyes on getting to as well, but this really did make my list. So this is the NECA Godzilla, King Kong versus Godzilla, or you can say the 1962 Godzilla figure from NECA, and this is number 9 on my list of top NECA figures of 2019. Now number 8 on my list, this is my most anticipated figure of 2019 from NECA, and this is the NECA Halloween 2 1981 Ultimate Michael Myers figure, Now this is based on my second favorite Halloween film, even though it's like considered non-canon now, like the recent Halloween film, But this way it was easily my most anticipated figure of the year, And I thought it was an okay figure. I thought like the actual mask, or the sculpt of the mask itself probably could have been better. But I do think that the tears, like the blood tears mask, I thought that mask was pretty good, And I do believe it depends on how you actually light your figures too as well. That kind of depends on how good it actually looks too. If you actually light it or like take a picture of it a certain way, that's what really brings it out too at times, But yeah, this figure is like number 8 on my list, and this is the NECA Halloween 2 1981, not the Rob Zombie version, because he had a good version of it too. Ultimate Michael Myers, and this is number 8 on my list. Now number 7 on my list is the NECA Alien 3 Ultimate Dog Alien figure, or you can say Ultimate Xenomorph, Dog Xenomorph, Now this is an awesome alien figure, or Xenomorph figure, and I think I actually enjoy this one more than the actual like aliens, like Ultimate ones, that's based on the James Cameron film. I actually think I enjoy this alien figure right here actually better than those, and I know they have the upcoming 40th anniversary Big Chap figure too as well, so I'm definitely looking forward to getting that one too, and I'm sure that one will surpass this one because the original Alien is one of my all-time favorite films, so I am definitely looking forward to like the ultimate version of that particular figure too as well, But yeah, this one is like number 7 on my list. And this is the NECA Ultimate Alien 3 Ultimate Dog Alien, or you can say Ultimate Xenomorph. They have so many ways they say it, But anyway, this is my 7th figure on my top NECA list not top list of NECA figures this year. I'm trying to say that. Alright. Now number 6 on my list is the NECA Terminator 2 Ultimate John Connor figure. Now I must admit this figure was awesome. This was an exclusive figure too. This is exclusive to the SDCC, San Diego Comic Con, you know. Thing, it was a pre-order and I managed to successfully get this figure too. I actually had put in like an order for it and I actually had got it, so I was like surprised and happy that I did, you know. And that was the first exclusive figure that I ever actually managed to get, you know, like doing the pre-order event thing, you know. Now the only thing with the John Connor figure, it wasn't completely accurate to how he actually looks in the film, you know. It looks like Everett Furlong, but like his actual jacket was kind of different in the film, and even like the Public Enemy shirt that John Connor wore in the film, he doesn't have it on, you know. But it's still an awesome figure. And I'm going to go ahead and mention that the Terminator franchise is, I think, my favorite franchise from NECA, you know. As far as like NECA franchises go, my favorite, like #1 franchise so far is the Terminator franchise, you know. So that's no reason why I think this figure was so awesome. And this is number 6 on my list. This is the NECA Terminator 2 Ultimate John Connor figure. Alright, and this is number 6 on my list. Number 5 on my list is the NECA Halloween 2018 Ultimate Laurie Strode figure. So as you can see, there she is right there, you know. Now this was one of my most anticipated figures of the year too as well. And they did a good job on this Laurie Strode figure. It does have like a likeness to like Jamie Lee Curtis, you know. And I would love to see like more, especially like a Jamie Lee Curtis with a Laurie Strode figure based on the original Halloween, you know. If possible, that would be so awesome. If NECA can do that, you know, I would definitely be up for that, you know. But yeah, this was an awesome figure, you know, and this is like number 5 on my list. And this is the NECA Halloween 2008 Ultimate Laurie Strode figure, which is number 5 on my list. Number 4 on my list is the NECA Friday the 13th Part 5 Ultimate Roy Burns figure. And of course, you know, this is the imposter Jason figure, Voorhees, you know. So yeah, this right now, it was actually 3 Jasons released this year. If I'm not mistaken, from NECA, they had the Freddy vs. Jason, then they had the 2009 like remake Jason 2 as well. But I believe this is probably the best Jason, from my opinion, that they have released this year. Even though this is the Roy Burns, you know, and he was long overdue for a figure anyway, you know. Now, what made it so cool is he had like some awesome accessories. I just chose like this spear thing to go with him. I know this is the one that he used to kill like demons. But yeah, he had like some other awesome accessories too as well, you know. But I do believe this is the best Jason figure, from my opinion, that NECA had released this year, based on accessories that he had, you know, from my opinion, you know. He had like a bunch of accessories. So yeah, the Roy Burns figure, this is number 4 on my list. Alright. 3 on my list is actually a tie. And I know this is kind of cheating, you know, but it's actually the NECA Terminator Dark Fate figures, which had the T-800, and you also had the Sarah Connor figure too as well. And I know the film didn't perform well at the box office, you know, but I do think these figures were some of the best figures that NECA have released in 2019. Like the likeness to Linda Hamilton and like Arnold Schwarzenegger, especially with their shades on, is just like beautiful, you know. There's no question these were like some of the best figures released this year from NECA. So I put these at number 3 on my list, and I wanted to kind of do just one. I probably went with like the Sarah Connor or the Linda Hamilton figure, you know, but I chose to put just both of them together, you know, because they were released at the same time, so I just put them together. So I know it's kind of like cheating, you know, but being that they actually came out at the same time, that's why I put them at like number 3, so they're tied. So this is the NECA Terminator Dark Fate figures, and they are number 3 on my list. The 2 on my list, and this probably is no surprise. I mean, I guess it could be, you know, probably, you know, is the NECA quarter scale 40th anniversary big chat figure. This figure is just so awesome, you know, because of its size, and like Alien is like one of my all-time like favorite films too as well, you know. So that's no reason why this is like number 2 on my list. Now, one of the things I know a lot of people were happy about was like the actual packaging that this figure was actually put in from NECA, which is like the Kenner style tribute, you know, which is what I thought was cool too as well. Just like the original Kenner figures that they had released back when the film was first released back in '79. So I know this is kind of, you know, a hot thing with people that like the packaging for this. But yeah, this figure is just awesome, and it's so huge, you know. It's such like an awesome figure like to have like on display because of its size, you know. And it has like good articulation in it too. I was surprised that you can bend it and so on and everything, you know. So I think it's pretty cool. I actually had to get like a larger stand for it too as well, and I still don't think this is quite the stand that you should have for this kind of figure, you know. But yeah, this is like number 2 on my list, and this is the NECA quarter scale 40th anniversary big chat figure from NECA, and this is number 2 on my list. So now for the number 1 figure. One last thing, I just want to I'll give an honorable mention. Now there is no question that these would have been my top figures of the year. The NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 90s, figures, there is no question these would have been my number 1 figures of the year. Then, being that these were actually like 4 figures, that's no reason why it was kind of complicated. But I know these were actually from 2018 because they were exclusive to the pre-order thing, So that's no reason why I couldn't really consider them, because they were actually really released in 2018 if you did like the pre-order. But they did become like available at GameStop in 2019, So it kind of were, last year to 2019, But yeah, I just giving an honorable mention, but there's no question these would have been number 1, But this is just an honorable mention, but they're not really my number 1, But these would have been, I couldn't even include them on the list, because like I said, they kind of were officially released in 2018, But these figures, these Ninja Turtles from NECA, are just truly amazing, They're detailed on them, you would actually think these were actually just pulled out the movie. They look so like realistic, the likeness of them, Okay, but anyway, that's just me giving an honorable mention that this would have been definitely my number 1 NECA figures of the year, But being they were kind of released in 2018. Alright. Okay, and my number 1 figure from NECA of the year, from my opinion, is the NECA quarter scale Halloween 2018 Michael Myers figure. Now this was easily, even when I first got it, I knew I would automatically, if I do like a top NECA list figure of a 2019 list, this would have been like my number 1 figure, there's no question, And of course, this is also based on the 2018 Halloween film, which was a direct sequel to the original John Carpenter Halloween from 1978. By the way, that's my all-time favorite film too. Even though it's a horror film, I do prefer the science fiction genre. That is like my all-time favorite film, This was also the box that Michael Myers came into as well, which had like his face on it, And so just showing an example of how I looked at. But yeah, this is my number 1 figure from NECA this year, Now, the alien could even have beaten this, but the thing about it, the actual quarter scale Big Chap alien figure, it didn't have like enough accessories, where this Michael Myers figure had like accessories. It had like another like weapon, had like alternate hands, even had like a head, and so on and everything, And I also thought that the articulation in this figure and the likeness to Michael Myers too was just amazing in this figure. This was easily my top figure of the year from NECA. Now NECA also has this like in 7 scale too as well, and that was an amazing figure too as well. But this really was easily my top figure of the year from like NECA. I really am impressed with this. I really like it a lot, and I would love if it was possible. I know NECA have done it in the past. If they could do like a newer version of the original Michael Myers from 7-8, that'd be so awesome, But I know there's like trouble with like the rights and the likeness. I mean, stuff like that, they can't do it, But this is easily my number 1 figure of the year from NECA, It's just such an awesome figure to have like on display, because of its size, it's just so awesome, I really do like this figure a lot, So yeah, there it is. This is my top figure. With my number 1 NECA figure, from my opinion, out of all the NECA figures that I actually got myself, of this year, Okay, anyway, please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.